welcome. My name is Dan Campbell, and I'm just going to be doing this for maybe half an hour. You know, nothing too long. Just to test things out. It's been a while. Oop, guess I'm gonna loop. Hang on. No. No. Alright. Hopefully that's not too loud for you guys. Okay, here we are in State of Decay. I'm going to be looking for bugs as I play rather than just like trying to stress the game and find bugs. But luckily for our purposes, State of Decay is incredibly buggy. Just absolutely ludicrously buggy. Yeah, unfortunately, testing in State of Decay means I don't have any debug commands or anything like that, but we can make do with what we got. Okay. What is my objective here? Oh, they're with me. Okay. Alright, so if I were doing art testing, I would probably be looking really closely at everything, like zooming in on most stuff. Stuff that like you're always going to be able to find really minor stuff, but stuff that's going to get marked shippable, like say looking at this, you can see the right thing is sort of in the ground. That is obscenely minor and most likely going to get marked shippable and actually can be sort of just explained away because it's, you know, it's dirt. It can get on things. um, but usually that kind of stuff is definitely not going to make it through. Like you might be able to bug something like, I'm going to say it like this, but no, it's probably not going to work. I thought that was a stationary prop, not a dynamic one. Give rucksack. Alright. I guess I should probably keep my Twitch open in case there is any chat that comes through. Sorry, give me a sec. Get back to my Twitch page. So I hope everybody is doing well. There we go. Okay, and I got that open. Excuse me. Alright. Cool. Let's get the move on. I had a vehicle, I know I did. Where's my vehicle at? Is this it? Yeah, that's it. Don't know why it's all the way out here. What I really need is plague samples. Which I can only get from plague zombies, and for some odd reason in nightmare mode they almost never drop. Ugh. I don't yet have the abilities to take down a plague heart, which is like the only guaranteed way. Crap. Ah, barrel, no. Crap, 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 crap. Alright, there we go. There's a bug. Let's see. Screenshot that real quick. I'm sure they have to know about this one. This one's really obvious. And you might think, you know, what's so buggy about that? If you're ever going to submit to a platform holder, like say Microsoft or Sony or Nintendo, they have a big long list of things, rules that you have to follow in order to release on their platform. Some of them call them TCRs or TRCs, or there's a bunch of different names for them that people, you know, developers have. But basically, it's a list of rules that you have to follow if you want to be on their platform. If you don't follow them, you don't get to be on the platform. So, now, that being said, now what do I want to do? right, so now that being said, one of them, the common ones, is no debug text is allowed. No debug text is allowed at all on screen, and that would be a debug text. That error debug or whatever it was, error dodge. Yeah, so that's one of them. One of the things you want to look out for. Is it? Drop that. Guess I should be keeping my eye open for bugs, huh? Oh yeah, the dodge bug. Duh, God, I swear, I'm losing my mind. All right, so we've got our screenshot. We're gonna go ahead and take a look. What was it? I think it's probably this one. Yep, there's error dodge. All right, so the first thing you want to do before you post any bug is search for it. So we are going to search on their forums, is what I like to do. We'll go to support. Where is it? Wish list. I think it's actually where we're going to go first. There we go. And you want to search for, let's go and search for the exact thing. Oops, wrong ones. Error dodge. It's like they've got to have something posted on this already. Community, aerobatics dodge, dodge and roll. Doesn't look error code. Maybe this is it. Error code 3 has actually gotten a little worse. That is a badly written bug. But of course, most of these people are not EA or not, QA trained people. So let's see. No, it doesn't look like they have it. That is shocking. So we're going to go to support. We're going to search for it again just to be sure. Error dodge. Bet you we don't find anything other than that. 9 months ago anyway. Alright. So we'll go to contact us. Fills out all that information. PC. Microsoft Store. Issue type. It is a bug. And it is like an interface bug. UI. There we go. UI. HUD. There we are. Okay. So what I like to do is there's sort of a rule of thumb that you'll want to do is you'll want to put, anytime it's a bug, art bug, you'll put the location first. So that's number one. But beyond that, you want to use PAL. Now, what does that stand for? That stands for problem, action, location. So what's the problem? The problem is, and usually, don't be a slave to this either. Don't be a slave to this acronym. If you've got a bug that doesn't fit it, don't worry about it. I should probably say that later, but say it now. All right, so the problem is debug, actually, the debug text, what was it? Error dodge appears on screen. What is the action? When dodging away from an enemy attack. And it's not location specific, so you can actually leave the location off. But if it were location specific, like say when at the when like in mission for using the baseball bat. But that's not the case for us, so we're just going to go ahead and write that. Please see screenshot. Perfect. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. And there we go. So, and we don't have a visible build, I don't think. It doesn't show. So we wouldn't be able to attach that, but a lot of developers like it if you leave a build number. So, all right, please see screenshot, add this, boom, and send. All right, so that is how you search and post a bug. Now, what you'll also want to do is once you've, if you were, I wouldn't do it with this just because this is just me, a rando, person that's not part of their dev team, posting bugs. But if I were part of their dev team, in a couple of days or, maybe even the same day, you would get a the bug back, like in your queue, saying, hey, this is fixed, please test it out to make sure that it's fixed in the next build. And then in the next build, you'll confirm that it's fixed. If it's fixed, you'll close the ticket. If it's not, you will send it right back to the developer. So, I never said the stream would be entertaining. I just said it could be educational. Oops, I just took a whole bottle of pills in one shot. This lady knows how to party. Is that a screamer? Oh crap, that's a screamer. Let's see if we can sneak up on him. Hate screamers. Oh snap. Whew. Barely got him in time. Oh. Give me a damn sample. Take care of my base real quick. What else should I build? Don't know why that's lit up like that. Provides base-wide water. I guess that's what I should build there. Is like a suggestion. Would help if there were like a key saying, "Hey, highlight means, yay." Oh, it means you can build it. Okay, all right, I see. It means I have enough for it. I feel like we might need more food. So I'm going to try and find more building materials. Pro dirt. None of that crappy freaking amateur dirt. This dirt's been to the big leagues. This dirt's been inside a cow. Been to hell and back. So you can have your well-fertilized tomatoes. This is making no sense at all. Alright, let's get our truck, get back to base, drop all this stuff off, and then head back out. Hopefully this guy will drop a sample, because I need 2. I don't even have 1 yet. He did not. Awesome. I'd kill for the ability to know where your home is on the map at all times, on the mini-map, I mean. Gotta enjoy the little things. Good job. Oh, one thing I did leave out is if you're doing art testing and you found an art bug, it might not be a bad idea to attach your DX diag, which is basically your system settings, and also what settings you are currently running at as well. May be handy to put both of those in a good spot on the ticket. Here, I'll show you how to do your DX diag real quick. Alright, so you're at your desktop, you'll hit start, and it's simple enough, DX diag. Boom! Give it a second. Come on, you can do it. I don't know why you're taking so long. There we go. Alright, this will gather all the pertinent hardware information about your machine. So all you need to do is wait for it to finish running its thing. I don't know why I went into input, because that'll show everything that's plugged in. They might need to know that, because I've actually had games that I've tested that crashed only whenever a certain device was plugged in, which was really bizarre, but you know, there you go. Anyway, you go to save all information, name it, you know, I guess whatever your machine name is, whatever you want to call it, really, that makes it easier, and attach it to the ticket. It's pretty simple. Some games will have a way to export what your current settings are, but I don't think State of Decay is one of them. That's pretty rare. Take rucksack. Alright. Out of storage. Well, let's fix that right now. Food. What do we need? Let's see. Man, this is a small base. Alright. It sounded good. Let's see what we got for weapons. God, we got nothing. Alright. But if I were art testing, I would probably do a much more. You know, you could find art bugs basically every 5 minutes if you really wanted to, depending on how much you want to stretch the definition of a bug or just something that's completely shippable. But that is one thing that is nice about being QA is you don't have to make that decision. Like if you see something that looks like a bug, you give it to whoever's up the chain, and then usually it's production. Usually it's production's idea, or call on whether it gets marketable or not. This stuff actually looks pretty good for being such a busy little prop. Like this looks really good. Someone like painstakingly placed all this stuff. Like I'm kind of impressed actually. Yeah, someone went through a lot of trouble to make this look really good, and hats off to them. That's awesome. Okay, I did not realize there was a bathroom. Gross. Yeah, so whoever did all their clutter work or prop work on this particular expansion did a good job. Like usually you see all kinds of stuff like clipping into other stuff, like stuff not setting quite right. Like this actually looks really good. Pretty impressed. Um, but okay, let's do this as a challenge. Let's starting right now. See if I can find out an art bug in 5 minutes. Okay, starting now. I must find an art bug, even if it's super super minor. Here we're gonna find. Yeah, we're going to an actual place. Yeah, bloater. Need to take it down before it gets too close. Yeah, with what? Nope. No, thank you. Ugh. Gross. Am I fighting? Freaking moved up. Alright. Let's look. Oh yeah, I forgot I was supposed to be looking for an iron bug. God, what is wrong with me today? Burp burp. Burp burp. Art bugs, where are you? Ooh, screw whoever put all this together. This is a good job. God, that could be explained away. Wow, I am impressed so far. Yeah, once you start doing more QA, you'll kind of get a sixth sense for that kind of stuff. Like, man, you'll start to respect not being able to find a bug. Give me something. Freaking fork in there. That's funny. I guess it is just a microwave. I'm not gonna bug that there's a fork in the microwave. And also, like, I'm not if I see anything like this right now, but you also want to make sure you look at proportions for art bugs too, because we've had things where I've had bugs where like a doorknob or a door is like 4 times the size it would be compared to your character. Compared to your character, it looked like a ridiculously high um, door and doorknob. It was really high on the door, but anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I may have to go back on what I said. I know it's only been a few minutes, but this is looking solid so far. And you'll also get better at looking at bugs and looking at things and seeing, hey, this looks wrong, but knowing it's just like a symptom of how the way the like game engine runs. Well, it says I still have one thing to search here. Where? Where must I search? To mark. Oh, there it is.
It looks like this place is cleared out.
Yippee. I know there's some testers who do bug these kind of thing where like there's nothing to mask the meeting of the ground and the tree, but I mean I understand it looks ugly, but God, there's not a lot the developer's gonna do about that without killing their frame rate.
Maybe someone would want this.
You would absolutely destroy your frame rate if you surrounded the base of your trees with a bunch of like foliage and stuff. Like unless it's like fairly simple foliage. Oh, I found the bug. Well, you could probably explain that away. Yeah, so the gaps in the boards, that's not a bug. That's fine. I almost called it a bug. Dang it. Dang you, whoever put this together. Making a liar out of me. Good lord, they had to go. Look, someone had to go in and make sure that that duct tape was sitting there and not like right up against the bag without actually clipping into it. Ooh, may have found my nemesis, whoever put this together.
Yes.
Found my nemesis.
I'm carrying a bit much right now.
What's the last search thing? There it is. All bullets, no guns. Cool. Yeah, wow. I'm being made a liar of on first freaking stream of the season. Cool. I could probably switch to another game and get it though.
I need to slow down.
Here's a campsite. Those were notoriously broken in their earlier builds of the game, as far as their artwork goes. Oh, this one looks pretty good though. And of course they didn't have any, like, they have like no clutter laying around, so that's pretty safe but boring way to handle things. Nope, 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 nope. Shut up. You shut your mouth. So horde over there. Now this is an impression that I would put up here if this works the same way as the other hordes have. If you sneak up behind the back zombie and execute them, all the others are alerted to your presence, which I think that should be that's close enough to just blur the line between bug and impression. Okay, they didn't do it this time. Uh, I think it's when you actually, if it alerts them whenever I execute this guy, then I would consider that a bug because that's inconsistent. Okay, it's weird. Because I know in earlier versions of the game, if you had like a big group of the riot gear guys and you stealth killed the one in the back, all of them would turn and start attacking you. So hopefully they either fix that or um, if I come across it again, basically, hopefully they fix it. If I come across it again, the one of those hordes with all riot gear guys and it does the same thing, I would bug it because that's inconsistent, and that's another form of bug that a lot of people just don't pay attention to is inconsistency. Um, so like if an enemy or something like that were to act a certain way, and the player's been told they act that way. Oh crap! Freaking barrel. And they've been told they act that way. If one enemy doesn't act that way, that at least needs to be brought up with production. Doesn't necessarily have to be fixed. That's not our call. But it does need to be addressed. Oh, she got the credit for it. Cool. Freaking barrels. Freaking bloater. Gross. You could also find problems with. Uh, this is fine, but you can also find problems with freaking typos, like in loading screen tips, in mission descriptions, all that kind of stuff. Why would you just stand there, you idiot?
Could you let me catch up?
I don't like how long night lasts in this game. Like, it seems ridiculously long. Of course, I'm one of those guys that, one of those few people that really dislikes not being able to see things in games. Like, for the sake of atmosphere or something. Like, people, brag, or not brag, but like be really proud of a game that, like, oh, look how dark it is. Like, it's so realistically dark. I'm like, man, I don't want that. I want to be able to see that thing that's lurking, in plain view that I can't see, or that mission objective that I can't see that's in plain view, because it's so friggin' dark. I guess I should probably get back to our car. Now that I've been made a fool.
That was the last one.
I just want 2 plague samples. That's all I want.
Nope. Nothing.
Do not clean fish in the restroom. Yeah, that is gross when people do that. That's another thing I should bring up is it looks like if I were to be able to slew my camera, which basically means like you know detach it from the player and move it independently. Looks like there might be a small gap between these water fixtures in the wall, but I'm not sure. But if I were to slew in there and see it, then that kind of doesn't count. You need to be able to see the bug from the player's point of view. So if you actually have to detach your camera to see a bug, then it's not really a bug. Now, if you see it as plain, that's yes, that is definitely a bug. So that's one important thing to keep in mind. That a lot of people don't keep in mind. A lot of new testers don't feel that way, but they are wrong. And that's one of the reasons, actually, I prefer to play as natural as possible. A lot of people put on like just a ton of debug commands, or like the player never die, enemies don't spawn, that kind of thing. I prefer to play it as naturally as possible, at least when it comes to things that could affect gameplay, because never die and enemies being one shot or enemies not spawning, stuff like that. So that can affect the way the game plays. So I prefer not to test in that way. Does it make things harder? Yeah, it does a lot of times. Sometimes you have to turn on never die to get a bug to the bug can happen. Having infinite health will not affect it. That's why a lot of testers run around with never die,
I just flip channels until I find
or a lot
something
of art
useful
testers. I mean,
to
so yeah, art testers. I would say it's probably okay.
Things aren't happening for only so long.
Sorry if I seem distracted. I don't stream that long, and I've yet to develop the muscle needed to try and talk and listen to someone in the game talk at the same time. Boop. Let's see, I can't see like 10 feet in front of me right now. I don't like it. Oh, that is a horde. Behind you, dummy. I wonder if I have the influence, the Daybreak influence enough to get a red talent operator. This is rough without him.
Well, it may not be everything we need, but it's something, right? Of course I'll go with you.
That's something that you probably could bug, but we get mark shippable that a lot of the characters are randomly generated, and you frequently, and I mean frequently, get the same voice actors for like all of them. Yeah, we really need more weapons and bigger backpacks. This character needs to fork off. This character needs to sleep. Well, I feel like a failure. We've posted, what, one bug that's been almost an hour? Let's see how long it's been. It's only been half an hour. Alright. And I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't set that precedent of bug numbers matter, because numbers really don't matter that much. They are kind of the proof in the pudding that you have been doing your job, but you're not being paid for this. So I wouldn't feel bad about numbers unless you're being paid. If you're being paid, even then, like, I wouldn't worry so much about numbers. They are being used to judge you. I will tell you that. Even if they don't matter all that much, like they do. Okay. Having high numbers doesn't matter all that much. Having low numbers can lose your job for you. Because your numbers are used to judge that you are actually working. Hey, there's a sample. Oh, sample, come back. I'm gonna get me that sample. Yay, now only one more. And then I can build one plague cure.
Is that it? Nothing to find here.
Let's see. Next time, I guess I could plug in my webcam so you guys can see my gorgeous face.
Driving all day, bumping in rundown motels at night.
In case you can't tell, I'm being sarcastic.
And I had to put him down. It was ugly.
Nothing says class like a refrigerator on your front lawn. Hell, I got half of mine to switch over to Assassin's Creed. That's a real bug show right there. I love the game, but man, it is buggy. Two-tone trailer. Gosh, whoever they had in charge of this, doing the art placement for this map. Wow. Oh, do I finally have it? I think I finally have it. God, that took forever to find an art bug. Alright, let's go ahead and screenshot. In case you can't see it, the legs are stuck in, or are inside the thing. The palette. Which I guess you could say they're not, because these could just be like non-attached forelegs, but you can kind of see them through the slats. So that's why I would still call this a bug. You could still see the rungs through the slats. Alright, finally, God. Alright, so usually if I had an art bug, I would use the, or not art bug, sorry. Yeah, if I usually have an art bug, I would have the debug command to show the player coordinates, so the X, Y, Z of where they are, but I don't have debug command, so I'm going to have to settle for taking a screenshot. So we will take a screenshot, a close-up of the map. Boom. And way zoomed out so we know where we are in relation to the entire map. Providence Ridge, that will come in handy. Okay, so now how would you search a art bug? Is you would probably search for the location and then the actual bug, because this isn't a problem necessarily with the chair itself. It's actually a problem with the way the chair was placed. So this wouldn't go to a, where the heck is it? There we go. This wouldn't go to a prop artist, like an actual like modeling artist, because there's nothing wrong with the chair itself. This would actually go to a level designer because of who placed the chair. So there's not a problem with the palette. There's not a problem with the chair. There's a problem with how he palette or the chair was placed inside the palette. So now this could technically still go to an artist if this were just one big model. So like if the palette and the chair were sort of just like one model put together, like it was placed, but I get the feeling that these are actually separate models that were placed in the less, if that makes any sense, that they were placed in the level together. I know I'm probably rambling. Sorry, I am a little inebriated because I have pain issues that you don't need to know about that I medicate with. Marijuana. I am sharing far more than you asked. Sorry. We shall keep going. Alright, let's pause my game so I don't get eaten. And we shall search. Lawn chair. Usually I would search for like lawn chair and like the name of the area that I'm in, but I don't think we're gonna have many hits. Nope. Okay. Don't see anything. Lawn chair. Excuse me. Now I am going to end up doing a video separate stream about the tools that I use to help me out. So like for instance, my screenshotting tool, I use, where is it? Screenshot? Right here. Screenshot. For recording, I use OBS. I also use a program called Ditto Clipboard Manager, which helps me. It remembers the last 500 searches that I've done, and you can actually edit it to be 5,000 or 5 days. Like you can, there's a bunch of things you can do. But the reason that's helpful is because if you have like say a template you wanted to set up for your ticket, so location PAL or however you want to do it, problem. Spelled that wrong, but I'm going to delete it anyway. Is it spelled wrong? Looks weird capitalized. I don't know. Anyway, and build art template. You can just do that, copy it, and then from now on, you would always have that template. Or like say if I'm typing that build number 300 times a day, so build 5/21 2020 build ID blah 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 blah. So like say if I know that's the build I'm using and I don't want to type it out 30 times, I would just copy it, and then Ditto would always remember it for me. So like even if I copied a bunch of different other stuff, copied that, poops magoops, copy that, I done made a stinky art bug, copied that. Oh, and now it's an hour later, and oh man, I don't want to type out that build number for the 700th time. Hey, build. Just type the word build, and hey, there's my build number, blah. Or man, I've been doing gameplay bugs all day, and I've got another art bug. Art. Oh, I didn't. Oh yeah, there's art template. Bam. So that's why I like Ditto. That's a good one. So there you go. There's a hard pitch for Ditto. Anyway, moving on to bugging. Platform, PC, Microsoft Store, issue type, bug. I think they classify it as an environment for this. Environment, how can we help you? Cascade Hills, I think is what this was. Was this Cascade Hills? I can't remember this Cascade Hills. This was Providence Ridge is the name of this map. There we go. Providence Ridge. And I'll try to go deeper, and let's see, what's this area called? Let's go ahead and get that. I think when you walk into like an area, it will tell you. Let's get that. I want to make sure that we get this. I know this is like a trailer park, but I'm hoping. If I drive out of the area and drive back in, it will tell me the area. Will it tell me that now? No. Oh, brother. Sample, 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 sample. No? Okay. We'll go, okay, apparently it's not going to tell me what the area was. Okay. But I think if you go out far enough and come back, it'll tell you. But I'm not going to put that much effort into it because I don't care that much. Alright, so northeast region trailer park. At the location listed above. I actually like to go lap more often than location when it comes to art bugs. Location action, which probably not ever one needed usually, and then the problem. So at the location listed above and in the attached screenshots, there are 2 lawn chairs that are positioned slightly too high, low, causing their legs to clip into the pallet. It's palette 1L or 2. I can't remember. No. You should always spell check and proofread and all that kind of stuff, but I'm so tired right now. I'm sorry. The location listed above in the attached screenshots, there are 2 lawn chairs that are positioned slightly too low, causing their lets, need to be legs, to clip into the pallet. Boom. And I don't need to see build number or anything like that. Attach files. I think it is, let me see, 28, 13, and 32. Yeah, there we go. Attached all those, send, boom. Alright, well, 45 minutes, 46 minutes, I guess that's probably good enough for me today. I know I only found 2 bugs, which is kind of bummer, because, 2 bugs in an hour. It's pretty low for me. I think it's, I don't know if it's low for you. Maybe it's not low at all. I don't freaking know. But anyway. It's been so long since I've been out in QA that I don't know what the standard number for bugs is these days. But anyway, there you go. If you have any questions at all, please reach out and I will be happy to assist. Thanks a lot. Bye.